I think, of course, people can trust the police. I'm not a part of the police administration. I'm as part of the district administration, but I've been the district magistrate in a couple of places. So that way, I was part of the law and order administration. So of course, people can trust the police. But where it comes to the issue is when the people comes, against the state, the government. There, at times, police fails to understand that the people is actually more they have a right to protest. They have a constitutional right to protest, be it so at that point of time I think that kind of a sensitivity training of the right of the people to protest against the government, that has to be there, that has to be given. Otherwise what happens is they consider the people who are protesting as uh, some sort of people who should be taught a lesson so that they don't come here on the street again, they don't come to protest again, that kind of an attitude you see in recently in Delhi police. When there was an incident between Delhi police and advocates, the Delhi police protested. They protested against their own PHQ, and some of them even you should see the video of jumping down up on the top of the PHQ barricades and then getting into the this thing. They protested, so they understand their rights. My only request to or my understanding is that if that sensitivity is told, so if there is an injustice towards them, they know the protest is the way to do it. But when there is an injustice to others, they have a duty to stop. I'm not saying they have a duty to control the mob, they have a duty to ensure that it doesn't get into violence. But at the same time, they have a duty to ensure that the fundamental rights of the citizen, under the Article 19, is not violated unduly. The idea is not to teach a lesson, the idea is to disperse. Disperse, if at all it comes to disperse, to dispose without causing much injury. I think that sensitivity learning is also part of the police administration. I'm not competent enough to comment on that, but from my limited experience, I think that needs to be further told about. In fact, you should not see a protest as something which is causing an inconvenience. Any small protest is seen as something inconvenience to a traffic or this or that, and because of that, you are effectively not giving the permission to do that, which is a constitutional right. So this attitudinal change has to happen, and I think it will take time. A lot of police reforms are also pending, which are not happened over a long period of time. We have sort of continued with the British structure for a long time. Be it the civil administration also. I'm not just saying the police administration, the district magistrate structure, all of that structure continues like that. It's imagine there are powers with the district magistrate to send somebody to jail under PASA or PSA without a trial. So that kind of powers are there with the executive. So I think over a period of time that has to be talked about and discussed about and reduced. Those powers have to be, so yeah, that's my answer.